This is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings, and today we're going to make a fall card. Even though outside it looks like and feels like summer, the calendar says that it's fall. I have a stamp here that says, "Hope you feel better soon." Well, I don't want that much on my card. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of tape and I'm going to cover up "Hope You." I'm going to cover it up so the ink won't get on those words. So I have left "Feel Better Soon." Now let's see if this works. Here's my piece of cardstock. I'm going to use some Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp a stamp. Now the main thing I have to remember is I need to take my tape off because the ink got on my tape. That leaves those couple of words without any ink on it, hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to put on here, "Feel Better Soon." Let's see if that worked. Great. I have "Feel Better Soon." And that's how you can adjust your stamp if you don't want everything that the stamp says. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is put the card aside, and I have cut a die cut. I have made a die cut here with a cherry lin die. You can tell that I've used it a lot. A lot of the paint has gone off of it. And what I'm going to do is run it through a Xyron. I have a Xyron 510 here. Before I run it through, I'm going to cut off the bottom area. This has this extra scroll piece, and I want it just to look like two stems coming out of the ground. So I just cut that little piece off. Now, to use your Xyron, in case you don't have one and you're looking to buy one, you put it with your die cut facing upwards. There are two sides when you cut the die cut. A good side and a bad side. The good one, or the top side, is the one that's rounded. And I'm doing it slowly to make sure that my branches didn't get curled up. And I go as far as the die cut is, and then I trim it off. These are really useful to use if you want to put ink on something that is very thin or very small. As you can see, these stems are very small. Okay, I'm going to press it down. This is actually making a die cut with glue on the back. Carefully removing the top side of the tape. You throw that away. And since this has some curlicues in here, I'm going to have to watch how to take it off. I'm going to take it off slowly and starting on the outside, the small pieces, and working toward the center. This will keep you from tearing the delicate part of the die. And I have to make sure that my little curlicue at the top doesn't get twisted back under and stick to my die, the rest of the die. Okay, we throw away that piece. Now, I kind of want my die to come over to the side here, since I have my, see, I've got one piece, it's kind of gotten hung. Okay, I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up, because this is really sticky. I'm gonna move it up just a little bit to the side. I want to get it off of my writing. And I kind of worked on one side, putting it down a little bit, not sealing it permanently until I get the whole thing down. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is take a little flower, and it measures about, it measures about 2 inches. And then I'm going to take my little circle here that measures about 1/2 inch. Okay, they're the 2 things I'm going to be working with. I'm going to take my flower, we'll cut it in half. I'm going to keep the good side or the smooth sides, both of them facing up, because I'm not putting them back to back. I'm layering them on top of each other. I'm going to put a little dab of my glue. The reason, and I'm not worrying about the petals themselves. I just want the 2 pieces to stay layered together. And this is how I have them. If it's not straight across, this one kind of goes down. But I want the petals to be in between each other. So what I'm going to do now, I have a damp cloth, and I'm just going to kind of dampen my cardstock. And then I'm going to roll it over my bottle a little bit. What I'm trying to do is get it to bend. I want it bending. I want it like this. Okay. Next, I find where on my branch I want a flower, and I'm cutting off a piece of 3-dimensional, not pop dot, not a big dot, just a little wedge, and I'm going to put it underneath my flower. And I don't want it right at the edge, but kind of want it in the middle. I'm going to take the paper off the back. I'm going to put my flower about where I want it. Now, I have that little piece of green showing, but when I get through, you won't even know that it's there. Next, I'm going to take my circle, and I'm going to kind of dampen it. The fibers will break a little better if you dampen your cardstock. Again, I'm going to wedge out a little piece of dimension. Doesn't have to be very big. I'm going to take the paper off the bottom. And I'm going to put this at the top of my flower. Now, that's my first cone flower. Even though in nature you don't have 3 colors on the same stem, this is art. So we're going to put 3 colors on the same stem. And I will speed up my work just a little bit so we can see how this progresses. This one I'm cutting off a little bit because I want it to look like it's either just bloomed or getting ready to bloom. Okay, now I have my flowers on, and we have one more little thing to do. Since the centers look kind of prickly or have a prickle appearance, I'm going to put some stickles on here, and these flowers will be finished. I've kept this stored pretty much upside down, so the stuff is not coming out real good. And I did that because it was taking forever to get my stickles to come out. I'm just putting little dots of the glitter glue on. Okay, here's my finished card. It has my my flowers on there. They're cone flowers. And as I said, this one looks like he's just about on his last leg, which is fine. That's the way I wanted it. Gives it a little more of a natural appearance. I put it over to one side because I had my sentiment on the other, and it kind of balanced out. So I hope you enjoy, and if you don't like the puffiness behind the items, the leaves and the centers, you don't have to put the pop-up or the three-dimensional underneath it. They'll do just as well. They look just as nice without the three-dimensional. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please come back and see me again. Don't forget to make a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and have a great crafting day. Bye.